everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brenda. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this makeup look. I wanted to do like a spring makeup look and this is what I came up with. I really love the pop of colors and I loved how it turned out. So if you guys want to learn how to achieve this makeup look, then please keep on watching. Hey guys, so as you can see, I already have one eye done, and the reason I did this is because I wasn't really sure where I was going with this makeup look, but this is what I came out with. I'm still not completely done with it, but this is what the eye is gonna look like. So we're gonna go ahead and start the other eye. So the first thing that I did is prime my eye, and this is the Urban Decay Eden eyeshadow primer, and I am obsessed with this eyeshadow primer. I feel like it's so good. So it does have this nude color to it, which I love. It just cancels all the redness and all the pigmentation that you might have in your eyes, and that will just give you like a clean, nice canvas just so you can work with. So I'm first going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, and I absolutely love this palette. I feel like just with this palette you can achieve many makeup looks, and it's so pretty. All the colors are very universal. So the first color that I'm going to be using is this orange right over here. I don't have the updated palette that has the names and everything, so I'm just going to be showing you guys what color I'm going to be using. So yeah, I'm going to be using this orange right over here, and I'm going to be taking that on my MAC 224 brush, and I'm going to be putting it on my upper crease as a transition color. So I'm just going to take it windshield wiper motions back and forth the eye. So I haven't really had time to sit down and film. The past 2-3 weeks have just been really crazy. If you guys seen my previous video, my boyfriend's little brother was in town, so he was here for a week, and immediately after he left, me and my boyfriend went to El Paso, and we were there for a week. So he has family in El Paso and in Juarez, Mexico, so we were traveling to Mexico and to Texas back and forth basically every day. So we were there for a week, and we came back home, and that same day that we got home, my sister got here. She was visiting with her family, and she was here for a week. While she was here, we went to Vegas and we went to Disneyland, and we did so many cool stuff, but I just didn't film, I just didn't vlog any of it, just because I wanted to spend time with them and be in the moment and stuff. So I haven't really had time, to be honest. So yeah, I thought I would just let you guys know what has been going on the past few weeks. So I do want to deepen up my crease a little more, and I'm going to be going in with the color right next to the orange shade, which is this one. So I'm going to be placing that color right on the bottom of the first orange shade, and I'm doing this just to give the eye a little more definition. I still want the orange to be visible, so that's why I'm doing it beneath it. And I'm also going to start packing it on to the inner and the outer corner of the eye, just because I am going to do a halo eye, as you can see. I'm going to go back with that orange shade and apply some more right on top, just because I feel like it did disappear a little bit. So I'm going to be going in right on top, and I'm going to be blending it out. The next shade that I'm going to be using is this like burnt orange shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm also just packing this on the inner and outer corner of the eye to give the eye even more definition.
Solo solito en la habitación, busca que busca de mi calor. Wow. No, no. Quiere remedio para tu dolor. Nadie te lo hace mejor que yo. Wow. No, no.
This is my jam. I've been having this song on repeat basically all day, and this song is by Becky G and Nati Natasha. It's called Sin Pajamas. It's bomb. It barely came out like yesterday, I think, and it's so good. So now that my little singing sesh is over, I'm going to be continuing, and what I'm going to be doing next is just putting a little bit concealer in the middle of the eye, just because I'm going to do a halo eye and I want to have a nice base for that yellow color. So I'm applying some concealer directly onto my eye, just right in the middle of the eye, and I'm going to look up. And right there where that concealer is exactly where I'm going to stop. So I'm just going to bring whatever is up there down to the eye. And grabbing my flat brush, I'm going to be blending that out. So I'm going to be going in with this makeup palette. It's the Ice Cream palette by Dose of Colors, and this palette is gorgeous. As you can see, this palette is full with very nice bright pastel colors. So the color that I'm going to be using from this palette is this yellow color named Banana Split, and I'm just going to be placing that eyeshadow right in the center of my eye. So I am going to wet my brush just a little bit just so the eyeshadow can be more pigmented, and I'm just going to be grabbing some of that yellow shade and placing it directly in the center. Now that that color is all over the center of my eye, I'm going to be going in with that burnt orange color, and I'm going to be diffusing out the yellow and the orange just so I don't have any dark lines. So right on the corner, I'm going to be just blending those two out. So now that that is all nicely blended out, I'm going to be doing a wing liner, and I'm going to be using my NYX Matte Liquid Eyeliner. And I'm just going to start off by creating a line for my wing. So now that I have applied the wing liner, I'm going to continue on to lashes. And the lashes that I'm using today are these lashes by KOKOLASHES, and they're not the Queen Bee for once. These are the style Amore. So I'm just going to prep my eyelashes for falsies, and I'm going to be curling them and applying a little bit of mascara onto them. I'm just going to pop these bad boys right in. Now I'm going to move on to my face, and I'm going to start off by priming my face with the Professional Pearl Primer. I used this in my full face the first impressions video, and I really like how this primer turned out. I applied just a little bit on the T-zone of my face and blend that out. On top of that, I'm going to be using the SMASHBOX Photo Finish Primer Water, and I've been using this almost all the time I apply my foundation, and I just love how my foundation turns out. I'm just going to spray a little bit onto my face. So I'm going to let this soak in a little bit just so it can be a little dry. For foundation, I'm going to be using the MILANI Conceal Perfect Foundation in the shade 7, which is Sand, and I'm just applying this foundation with my Morphe M439 brush. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Medium. And I'm just going to conceal my under eyes. And also the bridge of my nose and my chin and forehead. With a damp beauty blender, I'm going to be blending the concealer out. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using the RCMA No Color Powder. I really don't use this powder so much. I feel like it's so inconvenient just to even use. So what I do is I take the lid off, and then I apply some powder onto the lid. And that is how I grab the powder with the beauty blender, just because if you don't take off the lid, I feel like it's just so hard and it's just so messy. So I'm just going to grab the powder with my beauty blender and apply it under my eyes. I'm also going to put some on my chin, on the bridge of my nose, and on my forehead. So I've had this powder on for about 2-3 minutes now, and I'm going to be dusting it off with my Morphe M401 brush. Now I'm going to move on to bronzer, and I'm going to be using the HOOLA bronzer by Benefit, and I'm going to be applying that with my Morphe M405 brush. I'm going to put some on my chin as well, just so I can carve out my face, and also some on my forehead. I usually focus it on the temples of my forehead. Moving on to blush, I'm going to use another Benefit product, and this is the blush in the shade Coralista. I feel like these little Benefit products are such oldies but goodies. They work so good. And I'm applying my blush with the Morphe E4, and I'm just going to be dabbing it into the apples of my cheeks. I also like to move back with the blush just a little bit like this. So I'm actually going to go back to my eyes just to finish the bottom half of my eye. And I'm going to be going in with the EYESCREAM palette that we used before. And I want to give this look a pop of color. So I'm going to be using this mint shade right here. So all I am doing is applying that mint shade on a flat brush. And this one is the Morphe E43. And I'm going to be applying it directly in my tight line. After I applied that mint shade on the bottom half of my eye, I'm going to go in with a nude eyeliner and put it in my waterline. I feel like that just made a huge difference on my eye. When you apply like a light color on your waterline, it just makes your eyes pop out even more. As for when you apply like a dark color like black or brown on your waterline, that just makes them a little more smaller but yet smoky. But yeah, this nude made my eyes stand out even more, and I really like how it looks. Now I'm going in with some mascara on my under eyes, and this is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. Next, I'm going to be prepping my face for highlighter, and I'm going to be going in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist and applying it all over my face. And for highlighter, I'm going to be using the DECAY highlighter with Dose of Colors, and this is in the shade Fuego. And I'm going to be blending it in with the Morphe M501 brush. I forgot how good these highlighters were. I don't gravitate to them so much, but they are so pigmented. I use the shade Fuego more than I use the other one. The other one is a little more darker on my skin. I like putting some on the bridge of my nose, so I'm going to grab some with my finger and apply it down my nose. And just a little bit more on the tip of my nose. I'm also putting the same highlighter in the inner corners of my eye just to make my eye pop out a little more. This is definitely a must when it comes to eyeshadow, just because it does highlight your eye and it does make it stand out. Also a little bit on my brow bone. So the last step is lipstick, and I don't know what lipstick I want to use. I have a few in front of me, and I always have a hard time choosing lipstick. For lips, I'm going to be using this liquid lipstick, and it's in the shade Madison Avenue, and this is by GERARD Cosmetics. So this is the final look, guys. I really love how it turned out. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like the pop of color with the yellow and the mint, but I do really like how it looks. If you guys also like how this look turned out, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down below for more videos. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!